when I look at my bracket, believe me, there's no science to this. I just look at it and I stare at it, and just sooner or later, one team just kind of pops out. I actually have two 12 over 5 upsets because it happens every year.
Sure.
So I figure, well, you know what? If I pick 2 out of 4, I got to at least a 50% chance or better, maybe hopefully,
or maybe get them both wrong.
Happening.
Let's hear them.
Well, yeah. All right. Well, the one I have is Drake beating Miami.
Okay.
And I got VCU beating St. Mary's.
Okay. So who's coming out of this bracket then to go to the Final Four for you?
I got Houston, UCLA, Bama, and Tennessee.
Okay, so you're doing Bama out of the South.
Yep.
Okay, Tim, your thoughts on the South? What do you like there, and who's going to the Final Four for you, just out of the South?
I'd tell you what, a team I like is the College of Charleston. They only have 3 losses on the year. This team can shoot the 3. I have them going against Bama in the semifinals of that South Regional, but I do have Bama taking the South. I think Bama, they are the number 1 overall seed. They benefited from, I think, a very weak South Regional. Only other team that maybe is decent is Arizona, and I just wonder really how good they are. But I do have Alabama, Arizona in the finals of that regional, but the Crimson Tide moving on to the Final Four. Well, I picked Penn State because I just have to, but I have them losing to Texas. Really, Houston, they are just a great team right now. They have their freshman of the year in their conference. They play out of the American Athletic Conference, the player of the year and the defensive player of the year. And how great would it be that they play the Final Four in their hometown of Houston? As far as just, quickly, some upsets, I do have Kent State, a 13 seed. They will be winning the first round game. I have Xavier going a little bit far out of the Big East, but it's going to be Houston.
All right, awesome. Eric, give us your quick thoughts on who's going to the Final Four out of the Midwest.
I would love to pick Penn State, but I look at Texas A&M, and this is a team that beat Texas, beat Oklahoma, I think, just a couple of weeks ago. And I'm thinking, man, that's just got to be a huge confidence boost for Texas A&M. So I'm going Aggies in that one, but like Tim said, I just think right now Houston is that powerhouse in that bracket, and I'm going with the Cougars.
Yeah, I think Bama and Houston could really ruin people's brackets if they don't come to play. I think I'm along the same lines as you guys. All right, yeah.
The number 3 seed in Kansas State, and there I got a gut feeling in the opposite direction. I'm thinking, I don't know, just something about it just feels right. So I have Kansas State going as far as the East Final, but I've got Tennessee coming out of the East.
That is a little bit of a different one there. All right, Tim, let's hear your Final Four participant.
Well, I too, like Eric, Purdue, I just have a feeling that they're not going to make it. I've got Marquette, and I'll tell you why. They've got Shaka Smart. Do you remember him back in 2011? He was the head coach of Virginia Commonwealth, and I think he has been there. He has tested. They have a great shooting team, and I believe Marquette, they're the number 2 seed. They are going to be cutting down the nets in that East Regional and moving on to the Final Four.
And this pains me to say, but I have number 5 Duke going to the Final Four. They just seem to be playing really well, and I just have no faith.
Chad, you can't pick Duke as a Carolina fan.
I'm not picking them to win it, trust me. But I'm trying to get as many points as I can out of these guys before they
go with the Eagles.
Before they fail miserably.
This was the hardest one to pick, and it is brutal. I think the team that comes out of this regional is going to be battle tested, but I'm looking at a squad who plays 9 and 10 players deep every game. They've got a 7-2 freshman, and they've got a guy in the low post who just swats everything away and great field goal percentage. The best team that can that in the tournament, that is offensive rebounding team. I'm going with UConn, and I think they are going to make it to the Final Four.
Awesome. All right, Eric, give me your 15-second synopsis of the West here, and who's going for you.
I have to agree that this one did take some time, but the longer I stared at it, sooner or later it jumped out. I got UCLA.
Yeah.
I'm
bad.
going off the
good
rails
pick.
here a little
All right,
bit.
let's show them real quick what our Final Four picks are. As we'll start with whoever you want there in the back, and we'll just kind of roll right along through them here because we are cruising towards the end here. Eric's picks: Bama, Tennessee, Houston, UCLA. Some really good ones there, 2 1s. And then the next one that we can show you, Tim is going with Bama, Marquette, Houston, and UConn. So 2 more 1s. I am also going with 2 1s as well. Bama, Duke, Houston, UConn. There you go. That's our Final Four picks. Join us next Wednesday as we update those and, of course, get into our Sports Talk Bracket Challenge. See you guys next Wednesday.